Welcome to Game Crunch, your weekly video game podcast. My name is Mike Anastasia, and with me tonight we have Brandon.
Hello.
And Nick is away at work. He's
Yeah.
a slave to work.
Well, I don't think he's away at work. I think he's sleeping because he had double 12-hour shifts, is what he told us.
No, he said he had 4 12-hour shifts, but he goes into work at 6, so that means he's still probably at work.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You know, that's why it sucks being a manager. He put himself in that position. It sucks. So, I'm sure he's recovering eventually. Maybe he'll get home and away from his chains. Then he'll probably have to do it again tomorrow. But all right, thoughts and prayers, Nick. Anyways, though, we do have games to talk about.
We do. I did play something, and I'll talk about it. I just didn't write it down because honestly, I'm lazy.
It's okay. I'll write it down for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Did you play something like new, or is it like old new?
Old new.
Okay, well, I got only old new stuff too. I don't think anything came out this week, anyways. But I'll start with the thing that I assume that you played too. I don't know if it's the game you were going to talk about.
What's that?
No More Heroes.
Yeah, that's actually the only game I played, and I played it for 12 hours.
I finally bothered to finish the first one, and B, went right into the second one and finished that too.
Very nice.
So yeah, we can talk about No More Heroes. It's a good place to start.
Yeah.
So, well, you can tell me about your things.
Experience. Yeah. I mean, go ahead and tell me how yours was. How did you get on with No More Heroes?
It was good. I mean, I think I told you guys before. Like, I had gotten through No More Heroes, like 99%. I literally stopped at the last, like the final battle, and then I got annoyed with it, and then I stopped playing it. But then you were talking about wanting to play No More Heroes last week, and I was like, yeah, I probably should.
Yeah, I did it.
It's coming out next month. And I wanted to get through that and No More Heroes 2 before it came out. So I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? Sure, now's a good time. And then so I just looked about how to beat the last battle, and it's actually, I was trying to do it the hardest way possible. There's a much easier way. So
okay.
I got through that. So
nice.
Yeah. How did your experience go?
So my experience went good. I had a lot of fun, but there's still some issues with the PC version. So namely, my issues resided with Shinobu.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 battles that usually piss people off in that game, and that's one of them.
So it worked it was even more pissy-offy for me, because due to the increased frame rate on the PC version, some of the inputs, like the dodge inputs, they're like frame perfect now. They're not as loose as they used to be. So if you don't get them exactly right, now you're fucked. And I had her down so many times to like the last sliver of health, and then she did that charge up attack where she thrust forward, and I rolled out of the way, but the game just didn't recognize that I did it, or I rolled into a different direction, or even once she went through the pillar and into me, and then that's an insta kill. So
Yeah, I feel like I had that problem when I was playing it last time too. It's kind of.
I finished every single boss first try except for her, and it took 3 hours to beat her.
Did you finish the game when you played through this last time?
No, I'm on like the last 4 hours of the game. Basically, I did a lot of grinding.
Yeah, you got to grind out those best weapons, and you can get the good ending.
Well, I don't know if that's a thing. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, there's 2 endings in the game.
Okay, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of grinding, so there's that.
Yeah, it's like you have to get the best sword to get the best ending, but I don't believe you have to get all the upgrades, if I remember.
So I'm pretty sure I've got the best sword already. That's the 4-bladed one, right?
No.
Okay, what's the one that comes after that?
I think it's just green looking.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
I like the 4-bladed one better personally, because
I like the 4-bladed one a lot.
But that one, like, I can get so much. Like, because when you're doing the missions, like, there's that one pizza butt mission, I think it's pizza butt mission, where you go through and it's just like you get money for each like person you kill.
75,000 if you kill the bad man. That one, because I did that one so many times.
There's one where it's like every single person you kill, you get like, I don't know, $1,000 or something. And you can rack up like 150 kills in that mission. Something like that.
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
one.
It's one of the last like missions you can take on.
Okay.
But like you can kill more with the 4-sword one because it spreads out, when you get like your critical like attacks or whatever. So you kill more people when you're using the best sword, because you don't get as many. So
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun playing this game. So much fun that I bought 2 and Travis Strikes Back, or
Oh, nice.
again, or whatever. I bought them both like immediately after the stream. So
How did
now
the
I have all
controls
of them
work
on
on?
PC, and I'm gonna play all of them. How do they
Yeah,
work
no,
on PC? I just
yeah.
plugged in a PS4 controller, and I've been playing with that.
Okay, but it's not you're not using like motion controls. It's just
No, I got no
button
motion
controls.
controls. That's the thing. It's just button. In order to charge your thing, you hold like L2 and then like flick the stick of the right stick up and down, something like that.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I'd like to recharge your sword.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like it works very well, and I have no issues with it. I've played it for 14 hours now. 2 hours were by myself, and the other 12 are on stream. And of the 12 I was playing on stream, I mean, there wasn't a moment where I didn't enjoy the game. The Shinobu fight really annoyed me, but I still had so much fun playing it. So
Yeah, it's still a fun game. I did so I played through No More Heroes 1
Mhm.
pretty much entirely with the motion controls. And then I played through No
Yeah.
More Heroes 2 pretty much entirely with the button controls. But I honestly I like the motion controls are fun. Like I like them, but I don't
Uh-huh.
think there's anything wrong with playing with the button controls because they work really well.
Mhm.
Just that it's different than I think I would have initially expected because you have a different button for the high and low attacks and the high and low punches.
Mhm.
But I mean, it worked well. Like I didn't have any problems with it. No More Heroes 2 at
Okay.
all. So, and No More Heroes 2 is fun. Like I had a lot more. It was nice going back to it because I don't think I've played it since release.
Mhm.
Like I played through No More Heroes 1 quite a few times,
Mhm.
but this is only my second time through 2, so I didn't really remember anything.
Yeah, I actually don't remember anything from 2, so I'm gonna be going into this blind. Not actually, because like I played it way back when, but I remember nothing. So
Yeah,
I'm
the
pretty
only bits
excited
that
to
I
play that.
remembered going into it were the jobs were like 2D,
Yeah, I
except
remember
for the
that, and then there's
Scorpion
a
one.
giant robot fight at some point in time. Those are the only 2 things I remember.
See, I didn't even remember the giant robot fight. I was like,
That
I
like
remember
stuck
there's
out to
one
me.
mission where you kill like a bunch of people all at once,
Hmm.
which was the giant robot fight, but I
Hmm.
didn't remember the giant robot as part of that. I
I mean,
thought,
I forgot a few things in No More Heroes, like the when you meet the guy out in the fucking desert and like he's charging up his like his weapon of mass destruction basically, and then Mr. Man just shows up and offs him, and it's like, oh yeah, you ranked up because someone else killed your target. There you go, congrats, and you just get all pissy and you're like, what the fuck? I wanted to fight this guy instead. They're like, well, he's not on the list, so you don't get to fight him. I was just like, I think that guy's from part 2, isn't he? Isn't that guy from No More Heroes too? Like the one that killed that guy?
yes, he is in No More Heroes
Yeah,
too.
I
But if
thought
you get
so.
this, you get a lot more. You get more information about him if you get the secret ending in No More Heroes 1 than you do from No
Oh,
More
okay.
Heroes 2.
Okay. All right,
Because
gotcha.
it like it just kind of it just kind of does that thing kind of like where they do at the last fight of the game.
Hmm.
Because this I guess it's actually like a second last fight, the secret fight,
Hmm.
where it just kind of like just unrolls like a ridiculous amount of dialogue at you, and it just is kind of like we're just gonna let you know all this stuff, but we're not gonna bother to explain any of it. So here you go.
Is it No More Heroes 2 where the tragic backstory is explained and it's done in reversed audio uh and
Nope,
sped up?
that's
It was
the
at the
end
end of
of.
1.
Mhm.
That's the end of 1. Okay.
Yep, that's the final boss fight of one where they do that.
I couldn't remember. I just remembered that like that information is so fucked up
Yeah,
that
I meant
like
to go watch that video again
Mhm.
afterward. Just remember because I remember like bits and pieces of it, but I was like, eh. I'm like, really don't need to. I'm like,
Mhm.
I just remember it was fucked up. That's really all you need to remember about it. Yeah, but it is. But I think that's one of the things because like 2, like 1 is very memorable for a lot of reasons. 2 is not a bad game. It just doesn't have like the memorability
Mm.
that 1 does. Like, because the story is like, I actually like, I forgot like a huge part of the second story, like
Mm.
completely, and it's like it just didn't even cross my mind at
I like
all.
don't remember at all. Like that's how much I remember of the second game.
Yeah, you'll be surprised then too, like I was. I was like, nope, didn't remember this, didn't remember this, didn't remember this. Like the first battle that you fight, like should have been memorable. Didn't remember that. Like, yeah, it was just like it was a bunch of just like, oh, I'm like I totally forgot that. Nope, didn't remember. Nope. So yeah, but you'll have fun when you go through and play it. Like I said, I do really like that, and it does take out a lot of the grindiness, which is nice. Like you really don't have to grind stuff like you do with one. Like you need like a couple, like you need to grind to get the swords, but you can get them like within like the first couple missions, and then that's it for the rest of the game. And the only thing that you'd really be grinding for after that is like t-shirts. Like if you want
and I also did a lot of exploring in the open world in one. That's what's taken a lot of my time up, actually.
Yep, no world to explore into.
Yeah.
Which honestly I kind of like, to be honest.
You like that there's an open world?
I like that there is no open world in 2. Like I'm sure that's probably like an unpopular opinion, but like the world in 1 is kind of boring to me, and I just didn't really think they filled it out really well. So I'd rather just have like be able to select where I go from a map than just be like, all right, I gotta drive halfway across the map to get to the assassination place, and then halfway back to get to the job place, and then back to the assassination place again. Oh, now I gotta go bring the money to the ATM. Oh, now I gotta go to the sword place, see if she put out everything else. Oh, nope, nothing's there, so I guess I gotta go back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like everything's like so far away. They didn't put anything close together, and there's like nothing to do in between. It's just really shitty drivers and pedestrians you can drive through that don't do anything.
Yep.
I guess there's kickballs every once in a while you can go find.
Yeah, I found all of them.
I don't. You can get like special moves or something from that too.
You
don't
do.
You?
Yeah, I got all of them.
I don't think I've ever been bothered enough to go and do it.
Yeah, I told myself like halfway through that I'm enjoying this so much, I'm just gonna do everything that I can, and then I had to make I had to make an amends like to that. I had to be like, I have to amend this. I cannot do the baseball one because the baseball one, after looking it up, it requires motion controls, and
even
I'm
on
playing
the PC,
on PC.
it requires motion controls?
It's so broken that on the Switch version with normal controls, it doesn't work right, and on the Switch version with motion controls, it's the only way to beat it.
Ah.
And since there are no motion controls on the PC, I can't beat it no matter what. No matter how many times I get it exactly right, it just does not count. Again, because of the animations, timing, and everything.
Baseball was stupid anyway.
Yeah, but how am I going to get gold on it if I literally can't? You know? Said I was going to do everything, and I literally cannot do that. It's impossible.
Hack? Is there a hack?
There's a hack to slow it down and have it ran at the exact frame rate, but I do not want to install a hack or mod to the game in order to beat one thing. So I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it.
Oh, that's fair. Can't blame you on that. That's very respectable. I mean, I guess you could send a message to Suda. Be like, hey, Suda, could you fix this? And
there's already a 1,000 comment topic on the Steam forums about how it's literally broken.
Maybe he just doesn't realize.
I mean, I'm sure someone else ported it, so.
Oh, that's probably true too. I'm sure they didn't handle it themselves because they're busy with so many other things.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, No More Heroes 3 is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm worried, and I want it to be really good. I don't want it to be bad. I'll be sad if it's bad. And I want to believe Suda when he's like, I'm doing my absolute best to make this the best game it can be. It's like, all right, I believe you, Suda. But we've seen in the past, you can only do so much with the technology you're given. And the Switch kind of sucks. Like, the Switch kind of sucks. You know what I mean?
It does, but, I mean, it's like, just don't go crazy. Like, I mean, No More Heroes 1 and 2 run really well on it.
Yeah, but he has an open world in No More Heroes 3.
He has open world in No More Heroes 1.
There's stuff to do in No More Heroes 3.
We hope.
Oh no, I saw a few clips. The frame rate was running at slideshow mode, but I've seen some clips.
Yeah, I really haven't watched too much of it.
Yeah. They were doing an interview. It's the same interview. I don't know if I told you about it, but it was like Bill Trenton and someone from Suda's team.
Yeah, we talked about it during E3.
The dude was trying to be like super professional, and he's like, "Yeah, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna work on trying to beat this boss real quick and everything. And he starts fighting the boss, and Bill Tritton interjects, and he's like, "Yeah, as you can see in No More Heroes 3, they've really upped the arsenal with Travis's weapons." And you just hear in the background, "Get fucked!" like at the top of his lungs, and Bill Tritton's like, "Yeah, so he's really made strides to like add as much as possible to this game." He's like just trying to be so professional, and you just hear like "get fucked" and "eat shit" coming out the TV and stuff like that. It's so like uncanny watching that happen, and that it's uploaded on their official YouTube channel. It's even weirder.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah,
we'll see. It's only like a month away.
comes on the 28th of August, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's they did show some clips of it, and it's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna show these clips and this, that, and the other, and like you see like maybe 10 seconds of the open world, and you see all 10 seconds because it's at like 1 frame a second. And then the guy's like, all right, so now we're gonna jump over here to this boss fight, and you just see them immediately try to cut the open world footage, and I'm like, oh no, 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 no.
Maybe it's just because they were using an old build and that part wasn't ready to show yet.
I really hope that is the case. I will be very sad if it isn't, though.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I really hope that Killer 7 comes out on Switch. Just random pseudo thought.
Isn't it?
Pseudo thought.
Is it not already?
Mm-mm. There's rumors of it. Before.
He said he was gonna try putting it on the Switch and also PC.
I
He
think
put it on
came out
PC.
though.
Yeah, it's on PC. That's why I assumed it was also on Switch.
Yeah, so I figure it's probably coming. If you got the silver case out, then
yeah,
maybe it's coming.
Because it was the MomoCon that Nick went to, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Where he talked about it. So was that 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
It would have been pre-pandemic, so I think it was 2019. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing No More Heroes, and like I said, I picked up all the other No More Heroes games on PC.
Well, one of those other ones is definitely good.
I've played the top-down one on my Switch, and that's literally the reason why I got it on PC, because I played it on my Switch. Because, like I said, Switch is not a good console. Like for a lot of
my issues with the
games.
game had nothing to do with the console.
Okay,
it was the game's boring.
Oh, what difficulty were you playing it on?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
Probably just normal.
I was playing it on the highest difficulty I could on the Switch, and it was a lot of fun. So I don't know.
I just wanted. It's just like it wasn't even like the issue with like the difficult. It was just like repetitive, like just slug.
I mean, I just treated it like it was a dungeon crawler, and I thought that was fine.
Yeah. Maybe you'll enjoy it again on PC.
I mean, I will. I know I will, because I actually like the game. It's like my go-to Switch game when my Joy-Cons decide to not act up.
Oh, speaking of, did you see? I just saw this yesterday. Apparently, there's this YouTuber that thinks that he found the magic cure for Joy-Cons.
Oh, what's that?
It's like put a piece of cardboard inside your Joy-Con.
What?
Swear to God, that is what it is. It's like you cut out this little square of cardboard and stick it in your Joy-Cons, and it fixed the drift.
No fucking way.
Like you don't have to do anything. Like
find me the video, and I'll do that.
I'll find it. I saw it yesterday, and I meant to send it to you when I saw it yesterday, because I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, that seems like, but I was like, oh, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So, but yeah, I was like, if that's real, then that's really fucking easy. So
I'll have to open it up to put it in there, though, obviously, right?
Yeah. But here is the video where Game Explain talks about it, and they link to the actual video.
Okay.
So, but they give you like the quick synopsis. If you want to go see like the full video, it probably explains it in more depth. But supposedly he's been using it for 2 months, and he's not had any more Joy-Con drift after doing it. I don't give it a try. I mean, if you can fix it that easy, then that'd be pretty nice.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I'll give it a go. Fuck it. Why not?
You got nothing to lose.
Yeah, at this point, I got nothing to lose.
Yeah. But I guess I can talk about what else I have played.
Yeah, sure.
which I think is something you've played before too. I feel like it is.
Probably.
So I went back and I was like, well, after I finished No More Heroes, I'm like, well, I need something to play for a little bit until, because the next game I have pre-ordered is Skyward Sword. So I'm like, I need something to play between now and then. I'm like, I don't want anything like too in depth. So I'm like, well, what can I play? And then I was like, well, I'm like, there's some games like on my 3DS that I've been meaning to play for a while, like games that I wanted to buy and I never had. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna buy WarioWare Gold. So that's what I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
You played that, right?
I played a little bit of it.
Okay. For some reason I thought you didn't love it. I don't remember what your
I
thoughts were.
don't. No, I thought it was fine. I don't remember hating it. It doesn't stand out to me. So I guess that's that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's most like I don't know how it works minigame wise. I know a lot of them are reused. That's the thing. It's like Gold. It's like the greatest hits of WarioWare stuff. So, but it gives you because you have a bunch of just normal like button games. Then you have like some twist games. Then you have some touch games, and then there's just there's some modes where they're all mixed together.
I see.
But it seems like it's pretty solid. I got through like I did the story. It's got like a fully voice acted story mode too, which I think is like crazy. Like Wario's like saying all this shit like you see that little stick in your GS? Like use that to touch the screen. It's like yes, Wario, I know how to use my fucking 3DS. Jesus. But yeah, so so they go through all that stuff. I mean the games are a lot of fun. Remember what they said the number was? Something like 300. But then it has like a whole bunch of shit to unlock on top of it, like different mini games and like just different like mementos and like apparently there's like and I haven't gotten to it yet because you have to unlock everything first. But apparently when you unlock everything, like it gives you this like card mode, like a card game that you can play because you unlock player cards for the characters as you're going through. And I'm like, what are these for? And I Googled it and there's this game called Wario Card. And like once you unlock like everything, then you can play this like card game with the Wario characters. You get like it looks like a kind of like a customizable deck kind of thing.
Interesting.
So, yeah, so I mean I can't say anything about it yet because I haven't played it, and I definitely was just like I'd like to see it before I like look up anything. So I'm like I'll just work on unlocking this and see how that goes. So I don't know, but the game is a lot of fun. It's definitely like it's nice and challenging, which I mean I guess is nice. But it has a lot of features, which I think is something nice. Because, like, I remember WarioWare for the Game Boy. Like, you could do everything in that game in a couple hours. Like, it really didn't take much to see everything that game had to offer. This one, you have, like, all those unlockables. But then, like, they also added, like, kind of like achievements, basically. And you get, like, money for them, like missions. And so it'll be like, clear 66 games on this mode. Or clear like 30 things in this mode, or get 100,000 points in this mode, or in this mini game, throw the shot put like 77 feet or whatever. And so it's like it gives you a bunch of different things to do that you can use to get money, or just kind of just do things to like keep your interest, which I think is nice. So it kind of gives itself a bit of longevity. And then you have like the different challenge modes where it's like, you can just play instead of like the story mode things where it's like all at 9-volt games or whatever. Like, you can do like all the touch games shuffled around, or you can do all the motion games shuffled around, or you can do all the touch games shuffled around. So like, it just gives you a bunch of different reasons to like come back and try things. It's got a bunch of different like just random mini games that they put in there. Too like, there's like a memory matching game. That there is like a game with the bird that sticks out its tongue and eats fruit, and then there's another one where it's like what's the type of game I'm looking for. Like you're just kind of like not tower defense, but it's kind of like it's like a defense game where like you're trying to stop things from like getting to a certain point. And you're like Ashley and you turn them into pumpkins, and then you get combos by like how many pumpkins you break at once. So there's like a lot of just like random variety. There's one called Mutroid, where like you're a cat with like a arm blaster. And like you roll around and just shoot shit coming from the sky.
Oh, it's Mutroid because it's Metroid, but Mau. Got it.
Yeah. So you got that random stuff going on. So it's kind of nice, like the different variety that they have. And then there is, what was it I was say? Oh, like one of my favorite modes, which you probably, even if you played the game, you probably didn't have a chance to see. But there's this mode where you go in, and it's called like Wario's Artist Studio, and you take an amiibo and you scan it, and then Wario basically draws like a drawful version of whatever you scanned in. So it's just like you'd be like, oh, it's here's an ugly ass picture of Mario, or whatever, and then it will sell them for coins you can use to like get things out of the vending machine to kind of unlock everything.
Okay.
So,
all right.
but you get some like really like just dumb shit. Like it's the stuff that he draws is hilarious.
Nice.
So, except if you scan it like the Wario amiibo, it's like it's always like that like creepy, sexy like pictures of Wario. You know what I mean?
All right.
But everyone else, they're just like stick figures, like you would draw, like if you were drawing, like drawful. So, so then the game will be like, oh my god, that's an amazing painting you drew, Wario. I will buy that for 1,000 coins. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, and it seems to like you can only do 3 a day, and you can scan like the same one. Like let's say you do it on different days, like the picture will be different, and it's not like he's always giving you the same picture. Like you might get something just like totally random. Simple, like it's still the same character, but it's just random. Like they got more than one version of it, which I thought was kind of cool. And the amount of amiibo that it works with is just like it's a lot. Like it works with like all the Mario ones, like all the Animal Crossing ones, like the Metroid like ones. It works with like all the Zelda ones. So like random stuff too, like Rivali. You can scan him in and it'll, like draw something. So that was literally probably someone's job for weeks. Just like draw little crappy pictures of all the amiibos. And I was like, okay, that's kind of fun, random, and I like it. Can't say anything bad about it. So
okay then.
Yeah, that's it. That's really all I got to say about WarioWare. It was good.
Okay.
Good time. So then I think the only other thing, I just bought a couple random things this week too. Not games, but game related.
Okay.
I mentioned one of them briefly last week, but I think it got glossed over because you were so excited about your Bidoof boxers.
I was. It's a shirt.
Boxers. But I got a Bulbasaur like garden planter.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Like I was literally just looking for a pot or like a plant thing because I got a succulent at school. And I was like, what can I plant it in? And then this just randomly showed up in my email. And I was like, fuck yeah, Bulbasaur planter. And it was bigger than I expected it to be too. It's like it's got a Bulbasaur figure and then it's like vine is wrapped around like a little pot. And that's where you can plant whatever. And I was like, that's fucking cute. I'm like, yeah, sold. And then also the other random thing that I bought was Hallmark just put out their like keepsake ornaments for this year. And they did like another like Nintendo line this year. So I got like the Caped Mario one. I feel like we talked about them when they announced them earlier this year.
Okay.
I can't remember. Yeah, no, it's just like Caped
Mario. I think I remember it.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like flying. And I was like, that's pretty rad. I love it. I'm like, it's $15. Sure. I'll sign up for your free club and get free shipping too. Got it. Yeah. But that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, actually, I was gonna mention something, because I did watch something all the way through.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
One Piece. How are you alive?
No, that's literally not possible.
What'd you watch?
I watched all of Loki.
Oh, I heard that was good.
Really good. Yeah, I mean, it is probably the most, so like, I haven't watched, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I haven't watched WandaVision. But I basically heard before this one came out, and this is the one I was looking forward to seeing the most, was like this one's actually important and plays into the Marvel Cinematic Universe a lot. And so I watched this, and by the end of it, I was like, oh yeah, this is important. So if you want to, I guess, continue the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you should probably watch Loki.
I heard they're doing a second season for it too.
They are doing a second season for it too, which is good because it literally ended, and I was just like, so where's my ending? So there was that.
Where is your ending?
Yeah, there's no actual resolution to anything. Nothing is solved.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the biggest issue I had. Like the show even looked like it was going to have a resolution, and it was like, lol, JK.
I just pulled a Halo 2 on you.
Yeah, Halo 2 said to be continued. This was like a giant slap in the face, to be honest.
Gotta love it when they do that stuff. Well, that sounds kind of, I mean, I don't know how Loki ended, but I mean, that definitely sounds more like how Xenoblade Chronicles X ended. where it's like, hey, we got to the end. You did what you were supposed to do. Oh, surprise!
So it's worse than that. There's a reason there's a season 2.
Okay, that's good. And you want a reason? You want
Like
no reason.
essentially I was watching it, and as I was watching it, I was like, okay, well, I see how they're going to end this. I know what's coming. And then like they didn't end it that way. I was like, oh, okay. Well, now they're gonna do this. They didn't do that. Okay, well clearly he can just go do this and talk to this person. What? And then the end. And I was like, what? How wait, what? And then that was kind of it. Like I was just sitting there at the end, like, that's the last episode? Really? That's the last fucking episode?
I mean, honestly, that is almost in line with how Xenoblade Chronicles X ends. Like you made way more questions than you answered. Like
That's exactly how this ended. I was just like, wait, if that's the end, then what wait, what?
yeah, like what? Why do people do that? It's horrible. I mean, I guess at least on Loki, they'll probably do it in like another year. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles X has been almost 10 years at this point. Fuck that shit. Yeah, that's good. That's good that you like it. Like I said, I heard it was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Anyways, ready to get on to news?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and go into the news.
Which is just the Steam Deck is the thing.
Yeah, you can pre-order it right now for $5. It's the like put down, I guess, thing for being able to actually buy it. I have the money sitting in my account and I'm contemplating it.
I mean, $5 seems very like weird for such like an expensive thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like usually it's like a percentage. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like, hey, this console's gonna cost $500, so give us $50. But this is it's like $5, just like that's how much GameStop wants for like a $50 game. It's like okay.
Oh, it goes live tomorrow. That's when the reserve goes up.
Oh, okay.
And it's a reserve, as in you don't get your money back if you don't buy it, that sort of thing. But whatever.
I mean, for $5, it's not like
it's not like it's anything. Yeah, I totally agree.
If they were like $200, and then if you
Yeah.
don't do it, then I'd be like, okay, well that fucking sucks. And $5, like you know what, fuck it. If I don't end up getting it, I don't end up getting it. No big deal.
Yeah, I feel you. So yeah, the Steam Deck yeah, whatever. Yeah, the Steam Deck was announced, and it starts at $399, and the $399 version comes with a eMMC internal storage, which I don't know what kind that is, but it's like an alternative to SSD. It's not as fast, and that's 64 gigabytes and a carrying case. But then there's a $529 version that comes with 256 gigabytes of NVMe SSD internal storage, which is pretty cool. And then there's a $649, which comes with 512 gigabytes of NVMe internal storage. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So anyway, what this is, it seems to be a little handheld system being made by Steam. And it's a portable system. It doesn't do streaming. It's literally on the system itself. It is a computer. It has a dock that you can buy separately. I don't know how much it is, but you can also just hook a HDMI cable into the system, and then the system becomes a computer. So this is actually like a mini computer that you can take with you on the go. You log into your Steam account, and then that's the games that you can play on this. You can play your entire Steam account on the system. There's not a whole lot of information on like games that are from like, EA or Ubisoft and how that'll work. But I see things like Doom Eternal on here. I see someone playing that. I do see someone playing what is this? The Jedi Fallen Order game. So it's like, I guess they'll have a way to do that.
I mean, it also says like here, it's like you can install and use PC software too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's like you can. I would imagine you could just, as long as the specs work for it, it's like you could probably do whatever you want.
You could stream on it. You can play smaller 2D games. You can web browse, and if you're doing something like that and not playing something that's like a huge, game, you can expect 7 to 8 hours of battery life from the looks of it. There's a suspend feature and a resume feature. There are expandable I/O ports. It uses hi-fi audio. and we already talked about the SSD NVMe. You can also expand your storage with micro SD cards. So there's that. So that's neat. And then like you could just plug this straight into a TV or into a monitor, and it just works as a computer also. So that's also very cool.
And you can just plug your accessories right into it too, like mouse, keyboard, and stuff.
Mouse, keyboard, fight pads, anything.
It's a really good idea.
I do like this. I kind of am thinking about reserving one tomorrow because like they're showing games that you like wouldn't get on console, on this. Like well, I know you can get it now, but I guess not. Like here's Crusader Kings 3. I don't think that's on a console. And then there's other games like there was Civ that's on console, but they're showing it like the person's playing with mouse and keyboard while it's like attached to a monitor. And then they're doing the same with Crusader Kings 3. And those games are like highly needed for like on a mouse and keyboard, in my opinion. So yeah.
And I don't think so, just because it's not like a fast moving game. But if you're gonna do something like StarCraft.
Yeah, Steam doesn't have StarCraft. Anyway, moving on.
Gyro. You know what I mean, like that type of game, like a real-time strategy.
It has gyro aim and trackpads. 2 trackpads, actually, which is interesting. It has a D-pad, like an actual D-pad. And it has, I think, 8 triggers. It has 8 triggers.
Yeah, because you got 2 on the top and then like 2 for like your pinky and middle finger, ring finger.
I think there's some on the bottom too, isn't there?
That's what I'm saying. They're like on the back side. So you got 2 on the top and then 2 on the back.
Yeah. So you have 4 on the top and 4 on the back. That's what you're.
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant for each side.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, there's 8 of them. Are they only just doing it on one side? Is that what you're telling me?
I was talking about for like each hand. That's what I meant.
I get it. Yeah.
No, I did say it wrong. Yeah, no, you're right. But I was thinking like per hand. That's what I meant to say. But I was not connecting the dots that you were throwing down. Yeah.
It says here that your entire Steam library will work out the box. So, like, you just log into your Steam account on it, and then any games you have on your PC, you also have on this. The resolution is 1280 by 800, so 800p, which is a little less than the original Xbox One, which was 900p, I think. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff here. AMD APU, doesn't say which. CPU is a Zen 2, 2.4 to 3.5 gigahertz. And GPUs are RDNA. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
60 hertz refresh rate. An ambient light sensor, that's kind of neat. Works with Bluetooth. Supports dual band Wi-Fi.
I mean, it seems like it's a nice package. My only thing,
it has built-in microphones.
Well, that is nice
Interesting.
Too. The only thing I would say, which is what I said to you before the podcast, is like
the button placement for the ABXY.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's gonna be like Twister for your fingers. Like, just some of the stuff is just placed in such weird spots.
It's possible. I was watching a video earlier of someone actually using it, and they said that it looks awkward and it feels awkward for like the first 30 minutes, and then it just clicks. That was how they explained it. Essentially, they're like, you get used to it a lot faster than you think you would. Like, it just feels natural after a few minutes of play. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's what it is. I mean, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, worst case scenario, it's always like, I mean, it'd be perfect for you because you play your Steam stuff all the time. You're always like on the go. So even if it's just like tolerable for what you need to do, then that's good.
If it's better than a Switch, that's good already. Enough for me, basically.
Well, I mean, because you want your library, you have like a huge ass library on Steam.
Yeah, so I don't have to download all of my games though. I just need enough from my library. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, whatever you're playing like most recently.
Currently, yeah.
The fact that it uses the SD card's great too, because you could like pretty reasonably get decent sizes on that too. So I think like a 400 gigabyte one is only like $50 or something now. So I mean, that's a nice chunk of change, even if you go with one of the smaller like sizes. So I mean, yeah, as long as it's comfortable. But I guess even if it's not comfortable, like it works with all your accessories. I mean, probably just throw a PlayStation 4 controller on there and just use that on your lap. Like, it's not really like the end of the world either.
I think it has a stand.
Does it?
I don't know, but I think it does. I'm gonna double check. So give
It
me a
looks like
second.
it might in some of the pictures, but I can't
Yeah.
tell. Like, because I can't tell if it's the dock or if it's like actually got a stand. You know?
That's the same way I feel. I actually can't tell. I found
Yeah.
the website. Let's see what we got here. It works with remote play. That's neat.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Works with remote play, cloud saves. You can purchase things on the store. Yeah, I don't see a stand. I think it's the deck.
Yeah. I mean, if that's
Dock, I
all the
mean.
deck is, like that's not a terrible size. Like if you had to like carry it around with you. I mean, it looks like it's only like a couple inches. It's not like carrying around the Switch dock, which is a mess.
Honestly, looking at like, for instance, this person playing Hades or this, that, and the other, and all these other games that they show on it, I'm like, this looks good enough that I'm like, that's fine. That is way better than what I would get with a Switch currently. So I kind of hope that's the case. Oh, it has a headphone jack. Look at that, motherfuckers! Awesome.
I mean, at this point, I mean, headphone jacks are nice, but they should. Does it have like a Bluetooth?
Yeah, it has Bluetooth built in.
Well, it says it has Bluetooth built in, but is it Bluetooth? Oh no, there it is. Okay, watch your favorite pair of Bluetooth. I'd say because like that'd be like saying like, well, the Switch has Bluetooth built in because it does. You just can't use it for headphones for whatever reason. So yeah, no, I mean, I think it could definitely be a solid thing. I mean, as I said, I think the only thing I'd want to know really is like, is it comfortable and how shitty is the battery life? Those would be like the only
7 to 8 hours.
So it says 7 to 8 hours on that screen, but if you go into the tech specs, it says it's 2 to 8 hours.
So I'm guessing 2 to 8 hours if you're running something like on the highest settings, like fucking Doom Eternal running at like ultra fast, super crazy mode. You know what I mean? That's
I mean,
my
obviously.
thoughts, basically. I don't 100% know, but that's what I'm thinking it is for. Like you got to cover all your bases. If you're gonna play something like Control on the go, then that's fucking insane. You probably shouldn't.
Well, so here's what it actually the blurb says. It's like for lighter use cases like game streaming, smaller 2D games, or web browsing, you can expect to get 7 to 8 hours.
Okay.
So it's like, what if it's a 3D game? It's gonna be less than 7 hours.
I have no idea. We'll see.
Yeah, that would be like my big asterisk. I think with that, because that's the way that they kind of worded it. There is kind of like, but I mean, even then, like if you can just plug in a external like battery thing too, it's not like that's a horrible thing to do either. I mean, I do that even with the Switch, and that has pretty decent battery life with like what it's running. I don't know. So I guess you'll see. Like, I know we talked about if it's only $5, reserve it. And if you find out things a like walking pile of garbage when it comes out, then you can just be like, all right, keep my $5.
Yeah.
But I mean, it seems like it's not horrible.
I agree.
Like, I feel like I'm just grasping at things just to.
Yeah,
like,
I don't really know what to say. We just know that it exists basically right now, and that's about it.
Like on paper, like it seems like it's a nice thing. So, yeah.
This will probably be something I check out no matter what. This looks really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, it's smart for Valve, and I definitely think it's smart that they made it so it can also work as like it does plug into a monitor, and it's like there you go, you got a PC.
Yep.
So, I mean, if they went like the magic of the Switch is that you can just take it wherever you want to go. Like that's perfect. And I would imagine too, just like the rest of the Steam stuff, like it probably like you can put your saves like cross save between like your what's on your desktop and what's
I actually mentions that cloud gaming works just perfectly. It'll sync between your at-home library and the one on the system itself.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have any reason to not think it would do that, which is that's smart because then you can it's exactly what you want from the Switch. You want to be able to play when you're on the go, and then if you have like a nice desktop at home and you'd rather play on that when you're at home, you got it. You don't have to fuck around with it.
Exactly.
Or if you want to plug it into your TV and play it like on your TV in the living room, you can do that too. Like you just got options. So, and it's even nice, like comparatively to Switch, it's nicer because like for example, if DJ's watching TV downstairs and I want to play something on the TV, it's not like I can just easily walk up to one of the other TVs in the house and just start playing. Like it's like I have to go get like I have to take the dock and like plug it in.
Yeah, you just have to have an HDMI cable for this, from the looks of it.
Which is, I mean, who doesn't have an HDMI cable? So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's probably one of the annoying HDMI cables. Like I'm guessing it's from. Is it a standard one?
It looks like it's standard. It also looks like it takes USB-C. Let me double check, but I'll tell you in just a minute.
Well, it does have USB-C. I just don't know what it does with a. It's probably a tech thing.
Oh, the HDMI thing might be only when docked, because I'm not seeing anything on the system itself for the HDMI. Let me
maybe you're thinking maybe it does like what the
Switch does exactly.
Yeah, where it's like USB-C to HDMI.
I don't see anything on the system for. Oh wait, Type C port. I see a Type C port.
On the
that's
top,
all
and
I see. Yeah,
that's where the cords, like when you see them playing and stuff, that's where it looks like it plugs in. So I bet that's what it uses.
Okay. So then the dock itself is the one that has the HDMI, and it's just 2.0.
Yeah.
Oh hell, it even has DisplayPort. That's nice, actually.
I don't know what it means, but I'll agree with you.
DisplayPort is so you can plug into like higher quality computer monitors.
Oh, okay.
So like a lot of computer monitors now that are like 144 hertz or 240 hertz and that sort of thing, they don't even have HDMI anymore. They just have display ports instead. And with this, you'd be able to plug into one like that.
Oh, okay.
So potentially, if your game could run at a higher frame rate and you plugged it into one of those monitors, then you would be able to run at a higher frame rate. The screen itself, like the little miniature handheld screen, won't be able to output past 60s, but if you have a monitor that can go past it and you have a game that's like old enough that it could get that much frame rate, you could potentially do it with this, is what I'm saying.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I don't say anything bad with that.
Yeah, me neither.
But I don't have any other news to talk about. I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about with Steam Deck or anything else in general. Netflix is making games, but who knows what that is? It's just reported on today. Could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything. Maybe they're working on Dota games because they got the Dota show coming out or whatever the fuck it is, or is it League of Legends? I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, one thing that I saw is that apparently like something in the iOS, it had something to do with why can I not remember that game now? Ghost of Tsushima in it, and had DualShock support, but people were just like, don't know if that actually means anything. Could be anything. Could be something they were trying. Like, who knows? Like, I mean, if Netflix utilized their streaming technology and just kind of like hopped on that way, it's a smart idea. But I don't know. Who knows? Someone even kind of gave it a little bit more leverage of like, well, maybe that's why Sony ended their own streaming service because they got in bed with Netflix. Don't know.
All right. Well, there you go. Simple as that.
Yeah. Other than that, I got nothing else. I don't know if you have anything else you want to talk about.
No, I think I'm good.
No? You ready to wrap up?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to us tonight. Don't forget you can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google, Amazon, wherever you get your gaming podcasts, we're there. And if you want to reach out to us, we're on Facebook, Twitter. You can send us an email at gamecrunchcast@gmail.com. Oh, and we're on our website too. I always forget that now. Game-crunch.com or doublegaming.com. We still use that website. And that's it. Brandon, any final thoughts?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, you streaming anything exciting this week, or is it still No More Heroes?
It's going to be the rest of No More Heroes 1. I'm going to go into No More Heroes 2, and then if I have time, I'll play some No More Heroes Travis Strikes Back or Again. Or I never can remember the title of that. Do you remember the title of that?
Travis Strikes Back. I'm pretty sure. I think it's like a whole play on like the Star Wars thing.
I thought it was too, and it's Travis Strikes Again.
Dumb. Maybe that's why. Too short. Like you should be able to get through that with the way you stream. Like if you got a couple hours left on one.
That one shouldn't be that difficult.
A couple hours. I don't remember. 6 or 7. I want to say is what it was.
Yeah, but I also got to go through. What's the word I'm looking for? I also got to go through No More Heroes 2.
No, that's what I'm talking about too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't remember how long 3, not 3, Strikes Again is. I feel like that was actually longer.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be fun. Go check it out. And on my side, thanks. I'm Mike Anastasia. You can find me online. I'm Clash of Penguin. On Twitter, your favorite gaming console. And until next week, game on.
Game on.
My name is Mike, come on, let's roll karaoke. Get up on the stage and sing a little ditty for me. Hockey, no not me, I'm a karaoke machine. I got two mics on my head and you're singing to me. Yeah, don't you wanna karaoke? Hockey, no not me, I'm a karaoke machine. My name is Mike and tonight I'm your robo-MC. Just pick a song from the list and I'll cue the CD. Yeah, Mike's on the mics and you know that he's doing the deed. Cause nothing gets a party going higher than a little karaoke. Name is Mike, come on, let's robo karaoke. Get up on the stage and sing a little ditty for me.
Oh, and then there's that. I think Nick was excited about it, but he's not here to talk about it anyways. That Nickelodeon, like.
I'm pretty sure it's a meme. I'm pretty sure that's a meme.
You think that's not a real thing?
No, it's real. But Nick's excitement is a meme.
Oh, okay. I mean, it seems like something he would like.
I think he's just memeing it, like many other people are.
Why are they memeing it?
Because there's so many weird Nickelodeon properties, like Kablam, Angela Anaconda, weird shit like that. And it's like, I hope Sakurai puts Angela Anaconda and Nicktoons Smash. And that's like the shit I've been seeing. Like everyone's just been making fun of it and memeing on it. No one's taking it seriously, and I'm pretty sure that's what Nick's doing too.
It's supposedly made by Slap City, the same people that made Slap City.
Slap City's good.
That's the people that say it.
That's interesting. It's made by Slap City.
Yeah. Some of it just made a joke. It's like, I guess Drake won't be in there now.